the inventory lists, noted the specific quality of the captured gear. The hand steel was high carbon, quenched and tempered. The saddles were complex feats of leatherworking. The grain bags found on the pack horses contained high-quality, processed millet, not the rough forage of barbarians. "This is not a tribal area," he remarked to a witness, holding up a captured officer's seal. "This is the equipment of a state that values standardization above heroism. We have killed their horses, but we have not touched their foundries." The harvest was a reprieve, not a solution. It bought mobility, but it did not buy victory. The geopolitical fallout of the operation was the disruption of the local ecosystem. The sudden concentration of thousands of horses at Terminus Gobi created a new fodder crisis. The grazing around the camp, already sparse, was devoured within 48 hours. The logic of grass dictated that the army could not remain static. The horses had to move, or they would starve. The victory had imposed a kinetic imperative on the Roman army. They had to advance to the next oasis, not just for water, but to feed the engines of their new mobility. The strategic pause was forcibly ended by the biological requirements of the plunder. As the sun set on the second day of the siege, the Exercitus Orientalis prepared to break through. The underground barracks were emptied. The earthworks were abandoned to the wind. The army that formed up on the hardpan was unrecognizable from the one that had arrived a week earlier. It was a sprawling, mounted host, a hybrid monster of Roman iron and hand horsemen.
Sheba, what cats want?
The new Peppercorn Ranch Chicken Protein Pocket from Subway. Grilled chicken, pickles, lettuce, tomato, and peppercorn ranch with 24 grams of protein. But the shocking part is the price. When you're sitting...
The standards were raised. The trumpets sounded the advance. The harvest of horses was complete. The wolf was no longer prowling, it was running. The immediate aftermath of the harvest of horses provided the Roman High Command with a resource far more valuable than the comprehensive, albeit fragmented, intelligence data set regarding the true nature of the atmosphere. While the legions rested and Smiths refitted the cage armor, Octavian retreated to the commandeered command, converting it into a forensic audit chamber. The objective of this strategic autopsy was to determine the precise order of battle of the defeated commanders and to project the future capabilities of the Dragon's Army. The methodology was not based on the interrogation of prisoners, whose testimony was coloured by fear and cultural discipline, but on the analysis of the physical artefacts of the hand state, the bamboo administrative slips, the officer's seals, and the standardized equipment. The first finding was the tier classification of the emperor. Octavian, assisted by the literate Greek scribes of the Egyptian contingent and the few surviving Sogdian translators, deciphered the unit designations stamped on the captured lapis. The results were a cold shock to the Roman strategic ego. The force that had nearly encircled and destroyed the Exercitus Orientalis at the dunes, the force that had fought with such discipline ferocity, was not the Imperial Northern Army, Beijun. It was not the elite strategic reserve of the Emperor. It was the Tun Tian, the military agricultural